So we're going to take a look at some problems from workout number 3 from the competition year 2018 to 2019. This is math counts. So the first problem says let Q be the sum of all the lengths of all edges of a cube, and let A be the total surface area of the cube. If Q times A is K times the volume of the cube, what is the value of K? Now, at first glance, this looks like a ridiculous problem because I see that we only have one number. We have 12 edges. How am I supposed to get a number of value of K if we only have one number? So then I'm thinking about this. I'm like, well, K times, okay, so I have to multiply something with 12. And then I realize that we're talking about surface area of a cube, right? How many faces does a cube have?
6.
So I know we have 6 faces, and I know we have 12 edges, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply these together. I'm going to get 72, and I'm probably going to move on. But am I right?
No. Yes.
The answer is yes, I am right. But why? So that's what we're going to go through. We know the answer is 72. We know it's going to be quick because these are the only two numbers I have. 6 faces and 12 edges. But here we go. So I'm going to draw the cube. One of the properties of a cube, and this was sort of funny earlier today, one of the properties of a cube is it has the same side length for all its edges. So there's no such thing as a rectangular cube. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so we know we have a rectangular cube even. And we know the sum of all the edges of 12 edges of the cube, and we have the A is the total surface area of the cube, and we're doing Q times A is K times the volume. So to find the volume of a cube, I know the volume of a cube is going to be equal to length times width times height, right? Yeah, okay. And I know that there are 12 edges, and so do I know what the edge length is? No. Do I? No, I don't. All right, so I'm going to call the edge, let's call it X. So when it says Q is the sum of all the edges, how many edges are there? 12. And so each edge is X long, so there we go, 12X. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
All right. So then, for the area, if this edge length here is X, what's this edge length?
X.
So this area right here is
X.
X squared. How many of them do I have?
6.
I have 6 X squared. All right, so are we doing okay so far?
Yes.
All right. So then, so remember, we are going to have Q times A. We're going to multiply those together. So we have 12X times 6X squared. And that has to equal the volume times some coefficient. Well, we know the volume is going to be X times X times X. So that's X to the third times some K value, some coefficient. Oh, well, wait a second. X times X squared is X to the third. Oh, so we get 72 X to the third is equal to a constant times X to the third. So what must this constant be? 72. Personally, I like my way better, knowing that 6 and 12 are the only two numbers you have, so you have to multiply them together. It's a little quicker. All right. Because it says, because you're multiplying Q and A, and Q is dealing with the 12 and A is the 6.
Those are the only two numbers that can be multiplied together.
So I know I'm going to be multiplying them together, and those are the only two numbers. So
It's always a good idea to go into geometry rules, and this is always like half of
oh,
this.
I keep